So you saw the title of this video, and I am so happy to announce that I'm pregnant. Miguel and I, if you did not know, we have been trying to conceive for like 3 months now, and I am just so happy that I'm pregnant. I am 4 weeks and 5 days according to my app. But anyway, here's the proof, if it will focus. Like, it's weird because like I was trying to conceive, but like still being pregnant is so surreal, and it almost doesn't feel real because like I don't feel pregnant. Like, the tests say positive, but I do not feel pregnant yet. With Bellamy, I think I started having symptoms like a week after I tested positive with him. Well, my first symptom with him was my period was missed. Why I decided to test? I decided to test, so a few days before, I think I was like, I'm pretty sure I filmed it, but I think it was like 9 or 10 DPO, and I came out with a very DPO is days past ovulation. I came out with a very faint positive, like almost not visible at all. But I was like, okay, I hope that's the start of something, and it obviously was. Then skip a day later, I was playing GTA 5. It was like 7 o'clock at night, and I was just like, had this weird feeling that was like, I should go test. I should test right now. So I go and test, and I got another faint positive, but much darker than the one I got a day or two ago. And I was just astonished. I ran downstairs, I was like, Miguel, can you see this? And it was on a Walmart cheap test, so it was very faint. And I was like, oh my god, I need to go use one of my expensive tests. I went to use that one. It was darker than the Walmart one. And I'm like, Miguel, I'm pregnant. This means I'm pregnant. Then I went out and bought a digital, and the digital said no. And the crazy part is the day after I tested in the morning, the positive was even darker. And then that evening, they got, you know, that morning I even took another pregnancy test, a digital, and that even came out not pregnant, but the lines were getting darker. And that evening I took another first response test, and it came out even darker, like very visible, like, hey, I'm definitely pregnant. And then I was like, oh yeah, this will definitely show up on a digital now. And the digital came up, yes. And then this morning I tested again just because I had a test, and I was like, well, I'm not gonna let it be wasted. And that was another digital, and this is the one I just showed you that said pregnant, so still very pregnant. I will definitely be documenting this whole pregnancy. And with Bellamy, one of my things was I felt so ugly. I only had 3 things I could wear, and I'm definitely doing that different this time around. I plan on actually getting maternity clothes so I don't feel hideous about myself. I still have like 3 pairs of pants left over from when I was pregnant with Bellamy, and I got a few maternity shirts from when I was pregnant with Bellamy. So I just plan on adding on to that a little bit more because I just felt nasty when I was pregnant with Bellamy, and I really don't want to feel nasty this time around. I am overweight, that is no lie, and when I got pregnant, it added to it, and then you gain weight as you're pregnant, and I still haven't even lost all the weight that I gained when I was pregnant with Bellamy. So I'm definitely gonna take a healthier route this pregnancy. Like, I'm gonna eat when I'm hungry, but I'm gonna try and eat foods that are healthier for me. Before Bellamy, I would not drink soda at all, but for some reason, I craved Blue Mountain Dew in particular. So I'm definitely not gonna let soda cravings get to me, because like I didn't even drink soda before Bellamy. Like, I rarely did, and now it's just like soda. And so I'm gonna try my hardest not to drink soda. So I'm just like overall gonna try to be healthier this pregnancy and go on more walks with Bellamy, maybe go outside more with him. Plus, I've been meaning to do that anyways. I've just kind of been in this shell, and like where I just want to be at home or at the store, which Bellamy loves the park, and I really should bring him to the park more often, or I should take him more, like go to places more often with him that he will find enjoyable. So that's a plan. And then I plan on getting maternity photos done. I did not get maternity photos done with Bellamy. I felt hideous. And I rarely took pictures pregnant with Bellamy, and I really want to change that this time around. Like, I want to embrace my pregnancy because growing a baby is a beautiful thing. And I don't want to feel ugly for growing a child. So I plan on embracing my pregnancy this time. I definitely want to do a different kind of care this time with this pregnancy. I'm thinking more midwife instead of doctor, but I am debating to go with something I'm familiar with and stay with the doctors I was with when I was Bellamy, when I was with Bellamy, pregnant with Bellamy. I'm thinking about staying with them, but I kind of want to like see what else is out there and probably do a midwife. The doctors I had with Bellamy, I never saw the same doctor at any visit. And that kind of annoyed me. I did get to know like all the doctors as a whole, I guess. Like I knew all the doctors when I was giving birth at Poudre Valley Hospital because I had so many different doctors. It's like I kind of knew them all. But I don't think I want to go take that route this time around because I want one person focused on me that I see every month, and I specifically want them to be a girl because the male doctors just make me feel so self-conscious for some reason. When I was pregnant with Bellamy, I had horrible stretch marks. It wasn't known at that moment that I had PUPS, which is this pregnancy rash that really itches and makes your stretch marks look horrible. And this one male doctor was just like, don't you moisturize? It's like, yes, I don't want stretch marks. So I definitely don't want any type of doctor that seems criticizing in any kind of way. And plus a few months ago, because like I still go to them today because they're not just for pregnancy, they're like just for family, and that's where Bellamy goes too. But a few months ago I thought I could have been pregnant because I was getting very faint and they just weren't getting darker, so I got some blood drawn just to be sure. Miguel and I weren't trying at that time. So it was probably like 4 or 5 months ago. This actually made us want to start trying because I realized at that moment I really did want a baby because I wasn't pregnant, or I may have had a miscarriage, or all the tests were being weird for some reason. We weren't sure what was going on. But anyways, I was so criticized by my doctor because like he was one of the doctors I would see while I was pregnant with Bellamy every so often. And I also saw him when my appendix was removed. It was either my appendix or my gallbladder, or I might have seen him for both. But he was so criticizing of me to like, he's like, well, were you trying to get pregnant? Because I wasn't on birth control, because birth control just makes me feel depressed, and like Miguel and I discussed it together. So like Miguel was even aware I wasn't on birth control. Like we were just doing other methods other than birth control. And it just really irked me because he was just like, you know, it's dangerous to get pregnant within the first year of having your first child. And like, it was literally a month away from Bellamy being 1. And I'm like, I'm sure a month difference doesn't make that bad of a difference. Like, you know, and like he just seemed like it would have been the worst thing in the world if I was pregnant again. And let me just say, like, when I was pregnant with Bellamy, it was not high risk at all. Like, I had a healthy pregnancy with him. And I was just so irked by that comment that I really don't want to be seen by them again. So I am exploring midwives this time around because I just have this like this set of mind where they're just kinder, and I hope that they're kinder because I just need someone who is kind and supports me during my pregnancy and not commenting about my stretch marks. I just want someone that wouldn't make nasty comments to me, or like, not nasty, but that can be hurtful. So there are gonna be symptom update videos. There are gonna be, you know, just I don't know, every few weeks I will do a symptom update video though of the symptoms I am feeling. And I will also do doctor visits. I will try, because I feel like it'd be so awkward to film in the doctor's office, but you know, I see other YouTubers do it all the time, so maybe if I just like explain to them, hopefully they get it, especially the midwives, since they seem to be pretty cool. I'm definitely gonna film the labor this time, labor and delivery. Miguel will be the one that has to film. And I probably will try to film some myself, but if it's anything like my last delivery, I probably won't. It depends on contractions how they're feeling and whatnot. I definitely already know that I want a vaginal birth like I did with Bellamy. Like, that is my top-notch goal, is to give birth vaginally. But I don't care if I'm, like, I want to be medicated. I could not handle the pain last time. I really tried to go without an epidural, but I definitely know as soon as I feel that first contraction, I'm gonna be like, give me the epidural because it hurts. So I already kind of have a birth plan in place, I guess you can say. Like, that is my goal. We're gonna do gender reveal. There's gonna be a gender reveal party. I'm not sure about a baby shower. If someone offers to do it, then I'll go for it, but I want it to be small just because it's my second child. I think I would definitely want one if the gender is different this time around. At this moment, I feel like it's a boy. Like, my gut says it's a boy, and like, I really want a girl, so I feel like that's why my mind is like, it's going to be a boy because you really want a girl. So I'm just gonna keep thinking boy, so like I don't get like this huge letdown when they're like, it's a boy, because like I'm thinking it's a boy anyway. If it is a boy, Miguel and I do not have a name set out for that. If it is a girl, we already have a name, and if you know the name, please don't talk about the name because I especially want that to be a surprise for the viewers, so you guys, because I will want to do a name announcement. If it is a girl, quite a few people know what its name's going to be. So, because when I was pregnant with Bellamy, if he was a girl, that's what the name is going to be, and I'm still keeping it. There will be 10 boy names I like that won't be using. There'll be 10 girl names I like but won't be using. Miguel and I definitely need to think of a boy name though, since I really do think it's a boy. What else will I cover? You know, I'm just really just gonna document the whole 9 yards. So like, if something comes up and I feel like it needs to be documented, I will. I will also try to film the ultrasounds and stuff. I definitely need one, I feel like, just as a dating scan, because I don't know how far along I am. I could be almost 5 weeks, I could be 3, I could be 4. I don't know, because my periods are so irregular. I want to say I'm at the like, my app says 4 weeks, 5 days. That's what I'm going with at the moment. But I want to say I might be 4 weeks. Like, just 4 weeks, not almost 5. Or I could just be 3 weeks going on to 4 weeks. Because I really, really don't know. Because I don't know when I ovulated. My first doctor's appointment is December 12th. I'm excited for that. That might be changed though, because that's with the doctors that I was talking about, and I am really thinking about going with different doctors this time around. I think that's all I have to say at the moment. Miguel and I are very excited for this chapter in our lives. I am so excited for you guys to come on this pregnancy journey with us, and just thank you so much. And please like and subscribe, follow me on Twitter. That's where I will do a lot of updates and stuff, and overall you just see my life updates. But yeah, thank you guys. Bye.